Well, look.
We've been waiting a month for you to tell us how you disappeared last episode.
I had no idea. Why it was here until I was upstairs.
Yeah, I tried to jump cut away and I accidentally made Percy jump cut instead.
Oh, that explains why I had some kisses under the door. I knew it was all raw titles.
Hi guys, my name is Chris if you didn't already know, and welcome to my show, Smeg Chris. Have you stopped sulking now, Percy?
Maybe this will cheer you up. It's time for another episode of...
Hey, Fred. Yes, Fred? You want some food?
Never mind.
Did that one cheer you up, Percy?
Oh, I wrote that one, you know.
I would never have guessed. Anyway, on to what I'm doing for this video, something I haven't done in a while. A challenge.
Wow, something cooler than another reaction this likes.
Is my underwear drawer starting to look inviting, Percy? I'm going to be calling this one a Storytime challenge. Not really sure how this is going to work, seeing as it's something I've come up with and it's brand new. So in this challenge, what I'm going to be doing is start telling a story, just something off the top of my head, and at random I'm going to open up my dictionary, I think maybe about 10 times, and pick a random word, and hopefully that'll fit into the story and make some sort of sense. Hopefully this dictionary is, 29 years old, but there's still a lot to choose from. So first off, I need a character. In fact, I've just realised what I could do for a character name. I'm just going to choose a random word. No, that's not a word, that's just a lot of jargon. Okay, try again. This is really going to work. Brick. What? That's not even... Oh, red brick. I was going to say, I'm like quite far into the dictionary, and brick's near the, beginning. Red brick. So the character's name is going to be Red Brick. Already this is starting to amuse me.
I'll go with like.
Who is Mike?
You one, it just thought you for here.
You and your secrets. Just realised the sun's come out and I'm starting to look a bit glowy. I'm not going to fight it. So the character's name's Red Brick. He's going to be a spy who's in a bar contemplating his life. He's making pottery. This is why I don't ask you to offer suggestions. Okay, so I'm going to drain my coffee to hopefully wake my brain up, because this is going to be quite a challenge. I've got no idea where this story's going to go. Okay, coffee's gone. Okay, so Red Brick, I guess that's his code name. Like I say, sat in a bar contemplating his life, and he's just sat with a whiskey, neat, or should he have ice cubes? No, it's neat, and it's a triple. And he was thinking about a lift that he was once in, and he remembered that it decided to break down. And because he's a spy and he knows all these tricks and trades, he decided, instead of waiting for somebody to come help him out, he climbed through the roof and started abseiling through the elevator shaft to get out. Which was a crime. Honestly, that was the next word, crime. But he climbed up the elevator shaft and got to the floor that he wanted, and he had some special tools on him, and he used his splicer, no, what was that? Silica, S-I-L-I-C-A, mineral occurring as quartz. Okay, it's got some added ones here. Silicate. Yeah, we'll go with silicate. Compound of metals, silicon and oxygen. Really? And he'd been taught how to use this silicate. I bet that's not even the proper term for it, but anyway, hold on. I've just realised I'm not writing down how many times I've used words. That was 3, right? I think. Oh well. So he'd been trained to use his silicate to help burn through locks and other metal objects, and so he was able to use it to open up the latch, to open up the elevator door, and he climbed out. And that's when he was faced with an inconsolable, that's the word, inconsolable woman, tears flowing down her eye, you know, down her cheeks, and she's just like blubbering, snot coming out of her nose. Hold on, that was 4. Oh dear, what am I talking about? I'm gonna keep going. And he suddenly realised, he recognised who she was. He'd met her a few times. It was just a little difficult with all the makeup running down her face, with the tears, and of course the snot bubbles coming out of her nose. So he went over to her and asked, can he help her? And she replied with porridge. She was crying because her porridge had been ruined in the microwave. Oh no. That's 5. Oh dear. 5 more to go. I don't know where this story is going. She'd been looking forward to having this porridge all day. Why she waited all day to have it, I don't know. I guess she was working too hard at a job where she works doing... what the heck's encaustic? Art of painting by burning in wax paint. Okay, so she's an artist. The artwork that she was working on was going perfect, but she didn't want to stop because it was so good that she was in the zone, and so she thought, right, I'll have my porridge later. But when she got to it, it was ruined because, like I say, it got burnt in the microwave or whatever. So of course our hero, Red Brick, decided to ask, what can he do to help? I've just remembered, I've got to mark down that I've got another word. I keep forgetting. So he put his arms around her, you know, reintroduced himself, and she recognised who he was, and so she was like, oh, thank you for comforting. And he's like, what can I do to help? And she replied with pile. Okay, how do I work that into it? Pile. She told him that she thought she had a pile of porridge packets somewhere in a cupboard, but when she went to go and get another one, they were all gone, missing. Somebody had taken them. So she asked him for help. Could he find out what happened to the pile of porridge? Oh yeah, that was 7. 3 more words, 3 more words. So he asked, who else is working in this building? And she said, oh, his name is Flo. Her name is Flo. Flo. Another one. Although that's not actually how you spell Flo in a name, but yeah. She says that Flo was also working in there. So Red Brick decided to go and find this Flo, and discovered that not only are there packets of porridge around her desk, but one was empty, been opened up and thrown into the bin. Or this blubbering woman, whose name I didn't give, Angela, we'll call her Angela. She was really upset. She suddenly went from crying to anger, and she started screaming at Flo, saying, why have you nicked my porridge? And she replied with reef. Reef. One of several strips along top or bottom of sail that can be taken in or rolled up to reduce sail's surface on high winds. In high winds. She knew that Red Brick was going to go see somebody in the office, and she was actually a spy herself, and she uses these strips of reef as weapons to attack Red Brick. And so a fight ensues. Red Brick gets out his gun, but before he can do anything with it, a strip of reef comes flying across and whips the gun out of his hand, and it goes flying away. And then another reef strip comes at him, so he has to duck that. And of course he starts doing a lot of martial art fighting, obviously not with a dictionary. And then all of a sudden, what? Honestly, that's the word I've just chose, mollycoddle. Effeminate man or boy. What? I can't even say that word. Valetudinarian. Coddle, pamper, yeah. Oh, and that's the last word as well, isn't it? Oh boy. So the fight continues, you know, some fists are being thrown, some kicks in the air, maybe at least one headbutt from Flo hitting Red Brick in the noggin right here. And Flo starts like forcing Red Brick backwards, and he ends up getting towards the elevator, and the doors are still open, and it looks like she's about to knock him down and fall down the shaft. And that's when Angela turns around and says, "Freeze!" And they turn to see that she's holding the gun that had been kicked out of Red Brick's hand. And that's when Flo stops, and she's like, you know, what do I do, what do I do? And just about to flick another one of her reef strip things, that's when Red Brick whacks her in the chin, and she tumbles down into the elevator shaft and hits the bottom with a massive clang or thump or some sort of noise. And so Angela walks over to the elevator shaft, and she's looking down as Red Brick is doing so, and he says, "Well, I was going to mollycoddle her to death." And Angela is no longer crying, she's no longer angry. In fact, she starts smiling and starts chuckling. And also she says, "I never liked her anyway." And he replies with, "Well, she did steal your porridge." Okay, I'm done with this weird story. But to be honest, I managed to use all 10 words, I'm sure it was 10, to incorporate into my story. So I'd say I won that challenge. Thankfully, that's done with. I can put this away now. So guys, did I do okay? I liked it.
You would. You like fluff on your beans.
Huh? No, I don't. Enough. Maybe one day I'll do that challenge again. Then again, maybe not. But what I do know is it's now time for me to sign off. All that's left for me to say is thank you for watching and subscribing if you have, and liking this video if you did. Until the next time, peace out. Anyway, Percy, who is Mike?
I honestly do not know. It's just an name that keeps popping into my head.
Maybe you're thinking about a microphone. Yeah, I can't be bothered with him anymore. I need a break.
Ditto.
Talk to them because the runners ain't listening.
Was it something I said?
Yeah.
Honestly, I've had this dictionary since 1991, and I know that because of this inscription inside. To Christopher, Christmas 1991, love from Mum and Dad. I was 16 when I got this, and it's that worn. Look, the cover falls off. But I was surprised by some of the words that came out. I mean, mollycoddle. But to be honest, I kind of enjoyed it, so who knows, I may actually do the challenge again. But before I do, I think I'd better get a new dictionary.